Well, good day everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's good to have you back. Today we're going to do a really short video about sticky type bars. Right? So type bars, those are the little arms that move up and down, and at the end of them they have the type slug and it does the imprinting of the character on the paper. Type bars, they move in those little slots in the segment that we call it, and sometimes they hang up, sometimes not all the time they hang up, but irritatingly they can be highly intermittent, and sometimes you don't know when maybe you just found a new machine at a thrift store or somewhere and you want to check it out. Are the type bars good? Are they hanging up? How can you tell if you're having an issue with them? Sometimes sticky type bars can actually give you other problems like escapement issues. It might actually cause the machine to skip or pile on letters because it's interrelated. The action of the type bar movement is interrelated with the way the rest of the machine works. So this is just a little tip on how you can troubleshoot and find those sticky type bars. Stay tuned. Well, this Triumph Norm 6 is a fairly rare typewriter, and it had been working fine. It had been in the closet for a few months, however. I took it out of the closet yesterday and discovered to my dismay that sometime in the recent past, some kind of liquid had been spilled in the type bars, and there was some rust causing about a third of the type bars to actually hang up. It took me a lot of de-rusting, getting rid of the rust and getting them freed up. In the course of doing this, to test whether all of these type bars were going to move freely, I had to use this technique that I'm going to show you right now. The universal bar in different places in different machines, but when you type a letter, you'll see this bar pivoting down here, and it's universal because it spans across all the linkages and does common functions. Moves the ribbon vibrator up, advances the ribbon spools, that kind of thing. So with the machine sitting up on its back panel, you're going to pull the universal bar away from these type bar linkages and hold it there. And while you're holding it there, now you're going to test each key. So that universal bar has a spring tension of its own and helps push the type bar linkages back to their home position after they've been actuated. But with that universal bar pulled away, the type bars can only pull themselves back up to the rest position under the power of their own individual springs. And so in this particular position with the typewriter sitting on its back panel, the type bar has to return to its rest position by lifting its own weight up to the rest position from the fully extended position. And this will test out the integrity of the motion of each linkage. How free is it to move? And you'll see on this machine, I think the number 3 key is, see how that's a little bit more sluggish to move up there? It needs a little bit more cleaning. And you wouldn't notice that if you were not holding the universal bar away. Let me show you what happens. So the universal bar is now back in place, and it looks like the 3 key works fine. But wait, when you pull the universal bar away, oh no, it's actually a little sluggish under its own spring tension. So this is the basic trick or the technique for testing out whether individual type bars are going to hang up. That one there is a little, what is that, the number 7? Number 7 is a little sticky. Doesn't really feel sticky, it's just a little sluggish. And so I would advise you, try this on your machines and you'll be surprised. You might find some sluggish type bar linkages that you thought were not a problem. And this will enable you to pinpoint and target individual slots and segment linkages and get them all freed up. See that troublesome 3? It's just a little bit sluggish. Well, that's it. That's all I got for you today. A little troubleshooting tip on how to find those problem little type bars. And maybe you've been having intermittent problems with only a couple characters on your keyboard and you're not sure why it's happening. I would check this first. Well, that's it for today. A quick little tip. Leave comments down below if you have any questions, concerns, and otherwise, stay creative and, of course, have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye.